it was blue collar, and that's what you did. And back in the day, you
9, 8, 7, 6.
Allow that paramedic AS.
Or with the ballistic shield.
Fire service can't stand into account. Got it.
What initially drew you to into trauma therapy and crisis work to begin with?
a bet. No, just kidding. Just kidding. But it's funny. I started when I was in high school, like a lot of people do. I started doing volunteer firework, and in where originally I'm from Delaware. You weren't allowed to be quote unquote an EMT until you were after the age of 18. And so at 16, I started doing volunteer work, got into school, did all that. When I started my college career, tried to keep the ties up with it, and had always been fascinated, with the fire service, with just first responders. I also grew up in an area where, my cousins, relatives, neighbors were police, firefighters, paramedics, EMS. Growing up in Wilmington, Delaware, and especially in that area, it was blue collar, and that's what you did. And back in the day, you worked for your community, which was great. I, however, wanted to go to college like a moron, and decided to get my degree, right? And so I did the volunteer route. But when I was in college, I had this weird epiphany. When I got to my sophomore year, I went in as pre-med. I wanted to be a physician. I wanted to be a family physician. And I met one of my first mentors, is Dr. Pat Krantz. And she showed me the world when it came to psychology. And I fell in absolute love with the science of it. And, I go back now.
Dispatch, medic 1, show medic 1 en route.